Do you remember that really pathetic belt that you used to wear around the house all the time? Have you still got that?
Does ring a bell. Not exactly sure where it is though. Why?
Well, if you could dig that out, I really like it, and I'm coming for it. If you put that belt on the line, I will challenge you at MyGM. Whoever comes out victorious gets to keep the belt forever.
You know what? That sounds good. I'm in.
I'm going to go with SmackDown, and I've got a reason for this, but I'm not going to reveal it just yet.
Unfortunately, I'm going to go for Adam Pearce for his Instigator power card. And then I'm also going to go to NXT UK. Did you try and flick it at the same time as me there?
No, I didn't change. I didn't press anything.
We're obviously going to play hard, right? We're not going to play easy or anything.
Well, you're going to be playing on hard. I'm going to be playing on easy because obviously it's
nice.
you.
Good improvisation. Adam Pearce and NXT is going to be my selection.
Okay, I've just picked SmackDown here, and there's a genius reason for this. What we're going to be doing in this initial first 5 weeks of the challenge, whoever comes out on top at the end of the first 5 weeks is going to get to sack, they're going to get to fire whoever they want off the other team's roster. So the reason I picked SmackDown is for the early popularity boost. I'm going to get to boost the popularity of my superstars, and I think that's going to give me an early lead in the fan standings.
So unfortunately, it does seem that every single hour of work I put into this channel, Luke has completely disregarded, as all of the things that I said in my How to Win My GM video have not been taken into account. Adam Pearce in NXT is the very obvious choice if you've watched any of our videos, so pretty obvious decisions from me, and unfortunately, it's already looking pretty bad for Luke.
Okay, so just having a look at the draft, and none of the top superstars seem to have any stamina. Like, the highest stamina is 73, which just really isn't very high. I've made my final choice. My final choice for my first pick is going to be John Cena.
I'm going to go with Edge because 84 stamina is too good to pass up on. He's got great popularity, and he's basically a legend in his own right anyway.
So John Cena was my first pick. He was a face bruiser, and I'm going to pair him up against the perfect opponent, Finn Balor.
So Brock Lesnar's my pick. We'll see how it goes.
Could go with Charlotte Flair, but a lot more expensive. We're going to be drafting a lot of people, so I'm going to go with Nia Jax as my superstar female.
I'm going to have to go for Charlotte Flair just because of the stamina and the popularity. It's going to cost me a lot, but I'm just going to go with Charlotte Flair.
Okay, next pick, really easy one. We just picked Nia Jax. We're going to get the wrestling partner to face up against Nia Jax, Shotzi.
The only one I'm seeing here is Becky Lynch that kind of makes any sense whatsoever, but I might just have to go and take a cheaper pick to then build up as a star, as I can't keep spending this much money on each one. So Toni Storm, you're going to be fighting Charlotte Flair and be getting a massive push into the main event scene.
Tyler Bate. I know Ferg is a big Tyler Bate fan. Should I just get him in just to annoy him? Let's do it.
Oh, Tyler, how could you?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It's personal between me and him now. I'm going to go for... No, I think for stamina's sake, I'm going to go for Candice LeRae.
13th pick, potentially my final pick. I just can't remember how many people you're meant to draft these days. I'm going to go for Fabian.
Okay, I'm going to go for Kalisto because seeing as the Giant and Cruiser work so well, I'm just going to spam that a bit more. So Kalisto is going to be welcomed onto the NXT roster.
457k in the bank. I think this is going to be my final draft pick. I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early just so I've got a bit of money in the bank. I could potentially sign a legend, potentially sign a certain Kyle Slickman if he's in the free agent pool. Let's go for Kevin Owens. He seems by far the best pick that we have left.
For the extra saving, I'm going to go ahead and get Braun Strowman.
I am going to lock in my draft there and see how Ferg decides to play it from his side of things.
I'm going to go Natalya as my last pick. I don't know whether it will end the draft, but I'll do it manually if not. But Natalya is my final pick for NXT.
Okay, so let's just quickly round up the draft there. I drafted John Cena, Finn Balor, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, Kevin Owens, Ivar, MVP, Mustafa Ali, Fabian Aichner, Akira Tozawa, Raquel Gonzalez, Titus O'Neil, Shotzi, and Tyler Bate.
Lesnar is obviously going to be a big draw. He's a 4-star talent. It'll be immediately 5-star when I put the title on him. Then you got Edge. That scrolls much quicker than I was anticipating. So we have Edge, Charlotte Flair, Robert Roode, Braun Strowman, Dominik Dijakovic, Candice LeRae, Liv Morgan, Tamina, my guy Pete Dunne. Sadly, couldn't get Tyler Bate on side either, but we move. Dana Brooke, Natalya, Toni Storm, Kalisto, and our extra superstar in Mansoor. I think that's a pretty good roster. I'm pretty confident in that, but all depends on how that first show goes, so...
It's a Triple H has messaged, tonight is the night, the debut show, we have high hopes for you. I was born for this, give me some extra cash please. Oh, it's being tight. I'm your wife for God's sake. And Titus O'Neil back in Tampa, can't wait to put on a show for his home crowd, so I need to remember to put Titus into this first week. Now who's going to be my male champion? I could go with Mustafa Ali as my champion. That might be the play. I'm going to go out and do something crazy here, and I'm going to pick Mustafa Ali as my male champion. And for my female champion, I do need to get a couple of extra wrestlers on the roster because I don't have enough for a tag team match. Okay, for my female champion, I'm going to go with Nia Jax. She's just got enough stamina, and I'm just going to stick with that logic that the stamina is going to be the most important thing here. Okay, so because I got the first draft pick and I got to pick my GM first, the way this is going to work is Ferg actually gets to pick his free agent first or his legend first. He can pick both if he wants, but the way the game works is it makes me select. So what we're going to do is predetermine who he's picking just to make this next bit a little bit fairer. So do you want to sign a free agent first of all?
So I do need a free agent to feud with Natalya, but of course, as my luck always goes, none of them are face. I'm going to go for Maya T. Kirk, and then I'm going to change her from heel to face.
Okay, and what about legends? Are there any legends that are going to be tickling your fancy this week? The Rock?
No, I don't. I don't want any legends. I don't do legends.
You don't do legends? Okay. Okay, I need to add another couple of females to my roster. That is so annoying. I only have one free agent to pick from, and it's Danielle Wallace. I'm actually going to have to go without a female tag team in week 1, which is a huge mistake that I've made. I can't believe I've made such a basic error. I'm so out of practice, but you know what? I still think I can beat him. I still think I can be leading after week 5, because what I can do is I can put this Birth of Legends power card on. It's going to give me 6 extra popularity across 6 random superstars. So who have we got? Titus O'Neil, Fabian, Finn, John Cena, Shotzi, and Sasha Banks have all received a +6 boost to the popularity. I think that's the perfect start for us. It's exactly what we need. Let's make this a good show to get started, even though I don't have a female tag team title match. I think we can still pull this one off thanks to our popularity boost that we've just received. What's our commission? A goal? Have at least one Extreme Rules match for a special promotion card. Oh my word, that is a huge early pick. I think that's a pretty good first show. I'm pretty happy with that. Logistics wise, we can't make any changes. Power cards. Are there going to be any power cards that we want to buy? I think I'm going to buy this fixed match card early on. Not going to be investing 50k into a little bit of TLC. I'm happy with that. Let's confirm the booking and hopefully take an early lead.
Brock Lesnar's my champion. Go on to the female champion. It kind of has to be Charlotte. Okay, so as always, the first show kind of books itself. Our main event is going to be Lesnar versus Edge for the title. Then we're going to go for the women's title match as the opening fight, and then the 2 tag team belts as the mid cards. Okay, so that's how the card's looking once I've set it all up. So 4 titles on the line, that's a pretty solid start in my opinion. Brock versus Edge is going to be probably the highlight feud of the first 5 weeks or so. But we do need to go across to manage roster and pick up the free agent that I got dibs on in the first week. So Maya T. Kirk, going to sign her for the first 10 weeks, which is quite good, seeing as it's a 25-week challenge. And I didn't take any sort of legends, so I don't need to go over there. What is my power card for this week? Injury Rehab 3, not exactly the most useful one, but I have fulfilled it, so it's worth having. I'll get it for free anyway, and then anything I can buy here, another Injury Rehab, don't really need that. So I'm happy with all of that. I'm going to go ahead and confirm, and then confirm the booking again, and we're going into the first week.
Okay, first match, first card, first week of the whole challenge. We need to make a good start. This has to be minimum 3 stars. It's got to be 3 stars. That's what I need. Let's simulate it. Mustafa v Ivar. It's a title match. Extreme Rules. We've put a lot of money into this. And it is 3 stars. Okay, but no rivalry. Sasha v Raquel. We need this to be ideally 3 stars. No more than 3 stars, but ideally 3. 2.5. That's really not too bad. Nia versus Shotzi now. We need this to be another 2.5 to 3 stars. 3 stars. And a rivalry. That's good. John Cena, Kevin Owens against MVP and Finn Balor. Please be at least 3. 3.5. Beautiful.
4 titles on the line. You've got to imagine that this is going to be a great show. I'm going to go ahead and select simulate on the first ever match, and we're hoping for this one to be, and that's a terrible, terrible start.
It's 2-star. 2-star. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful.
Anyway, we get past it, we move on. A new rivalry's been started between Mansour and Dijakovic, so there's some positives to this show. Liv Morgan and Dana Brooke go over, and it's a 2.5, so obviously already our drama curve is not looking good, but at least that match was a little bit better than the first one. Now moving on to the second tag team match, and this one's a very stacked card as well, so praying that this actually does get 3 or more stars and the show is a little bit saved. It's got a 2.5 star again, so one of those where the first match was so bad that I actually don't mind these two being not brilliant, but we really need a huge main event to save us now, and if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Edge, so... Well, this is what everyone came for. This is what everyone paid the good money for the NXT show of a lifetime for. Brock Lesnar versus Edge. Is it going to be an absolute blockbuster? Brock Lesnar goes over, that's pretty much expected, and it's only a 3-star, so... I mean, if Luke's done worse than this, then he's worse at the game than I thought. I don't know how I've done this badly, but don't count us out right now, right? We're coming back in this. It's a bad start, it's an embarrassing start, but we're coming back into this.
Okay, let's see how we did against Ferg. We outperformed him in the opener. Mid-card was the same. Then we outperformed him. And then we outperformed him in the main event. There's no way that we failed to gain more fans than him in week 1. How many are we going to gain? Are we in first place? We've gained 88,000 fans. That's not bad. First. And we get the special promotion. Oh, it's going to be a good week for me.
So coming down here, I know my show is terrible. If Luke has not won this first week, then to be honest, he needs to pack it in and never play the game again. 82,000 fans is very generous. I don't know who came to that show and who is watching after that, but I appreciate you guys. You're the real ones. 82,000 fans. Yeah, we are in second. It's pretty understandable. So it's only 6,000 fans ahead. That's not too bad at all. We've got another 4 weeks until the first main pay-per-view for me to kind of close that gap a little bit. Call me delusional, but I'm still pretty optimistic that by week 5 we can be in front, and that first pay-per-view can really put a gap between me and Luke in this challenge. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to stick around for the next episode.